Sometimes life can get a little bit crazy. Living day to day with my baby.
And our 2 boys and 2 girls.
But that's a day in the world with the McClendon.
We're out there on the grind. Family life, God first. Marriage 24/7.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hi.
I'm David.
I'm Crystal.
And we are Marriage
247.
247. We about that on the grind.
Family life.
God first. Marriage 24/7. What's up? It's been a minute.
It has been a while.
It's been more than a minute. It's more than an hour. It's been
A while.
some months. It's been some months since we actually
Sit down and share.
Yeah, in your face. Want to give an update. You know, lots been going on since we first or last saw you. What up?
But we're still married.
Yeah, we still married.
We still married. That did
247.
not change.
Ups, downs.
We're not coming to you right now to say marriage 24/7.
Yeah, but you know, we had some stuff going on in that 2 months, like what married folks go through. You know what I'm saying? But that's just life. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad. Nothing outrageous. Nothing that she want to tell you about.
I'm going to tell you everything that has transpired.
Talk to the American people and the people abroad.
Hey, people abroad and the American people, before we get started,
What up?
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
So important.
So important.
The good, the bad, the ugly. Because all of that is a reflection on what your thoughts are about us.
Yeah, so
We
let me
like
tell you.
Yeah, so
So it's been a minute, and
minute,
you
yeah.
know, we've had our feet and fingers into a lot of things.
whole lot of stuff. And you know what? You know, we ain't really been in the game long as far as, you know, trying to capture every moment about our life.
YouTubing. Right?
Yeah, YouTubing. So a lot of the stuff we didn't capture because we just wasn't really used to grabbing the camera and doing stuff. And then our May, the producer, show him your hand or something. Yeah. So she would say, "Did you get it? Did you capture it? Did you record it?" No. But we try to do better.
We are.
We try to do
We
better.
are.
So
Yeah,
anyway.
it's been a lot of, you know, the children have been doing their thing with their businesses
very
and,
successful.
and school.
Yeah.
You know, school went back into session. 2 of our children are on campus right now.
Right.
Well, 3 of our college kids.
Yeah, he don't live here, so we don't know nothing about him.
Yes, we do. So we have 3 on campus.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had that life. Business has really took us for a whirlwind.
It's taking us big time.
Yeah, you know, we took
Yeah.
some time out to focus on our pop-up business.
Yeah.
Putting pop-ups together with the super producer May. We have
Out of the box production.
Out of the Box Productions. We put on some productions.
Yeah, we did some stuff. I think the last time we kind of came to you, we was in P-Town at Picture That Studios, where we came together at about the beginning of spring, and we were doing monthly pop-ups with different vendors and opportunities for them to share what they have, their creation, and so yeah, that was very, very, very successful, and that was kind of like the very first thing that we've done in a year, right? Or since the pandemic really
that was the
started.
first thing.
So we did that in Pomona, California, at Picture That Studios.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we did some church pop-up tours.
Yeah. Tell them about what was the thing behind that.
What was
you know?
the thing behind that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the church pop-up tour, the concept was we would partner with different churches. So it would give us an opportunity to have the vendors out there, and also the church the opportunity to have community outreach.
Right.
That was the goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Very
it was a little a little bumpy, a little rocky with some of the churches. They just didn't catch on to the concept, that we were being partners.
Right.
But we were able to do 2 of them at 2 different churches, and they were great.
It was.
You know, it was
It
great.
was really
the vendors had a good experience.
Right.
We had a good learning and teachable experience as well.
We ran into some young folks. Yes, you know, young for us, in their
In the
like
20s,
millennials. You know, millennials, and we had an opportunity to speak life into what they were doing, and as far as, you know, their products and their look and all of that. So
Right.
you know, that was good because we're all about teaching.
Right.
You know
and,
what I'm saying?
right. And that kind of led into, well, not kind of, we're always working our nonprofit Young and Hungry Now Inc., where Young and Hungry encourages and develops young entrepreneurs. And so we were working on that too, with super producer May and Felicia and the rest of our board. We had another event for back to school.
Yeah, that was really, really nice.
Back to school day market where we had young entrepreneur vendors, you know, with their product.
At talent stage.
A talent stage.
And I must say, our daughter Zaria rocked the mic.
Yeah, we had some great talent. We're not gonna name them all because we might forget one.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that was part of life too. And I guess the big thing that happened, one day we were downtown, David, myself, and May Reese, and we were getting some stuff for the Young and Hungry Now event.
Yeah.
And you know, May and I, we shopping.
Hey, so we had to change it up. The battery died on the Canon. So we had to grab a Pixel.
Tell all of this.
So the lighting might be off, but you're going to get the info. That's life. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I could preach, but I'm gonna let her talk.
Thank you for not preaching.
Alright.
So like I was saying, we were downtown shopping, and we were getting some things for the Young and Hungry event.
Yeah.
And you know, May and I, we looking, getting, shopping, and boom, David says, I need to take this call. You guys go ahead on.
Right.
And we
right,
shopping,
right.
and then he comes. We need to go. We're like, what do you mean we need to?
We got 10 minutes.
And we look at it, I said, well, what's going on? He goes, I can't talk about it right now. Just type, finish up. I got an appointment, and I can't. And we in downtown. He trying to get all the way to another part of town.
Yeah.
So man, we get our last few things. We hustling, and we get it. We jump in the car, and he's speeding down the freeway. Drop me off at the curb. And kept going.
So yeah, I got the call, but prior to a couple of days ago, you know, I got all these boxes, you know, for the beverages. Everything's pre-labeled for the sauces, for the DD's Jazzy D collection. So I'm trying to find some storage space, you know, and so that's what I was doing. So prior to the call, so I was looking all over the place, you know, close to where we are, in proximity to where we are, and so I was thinking about going to another city, and Chris had called me up and said, hey, why don't you check out this spot that, you know, I used to get propane there. And so that's what I did, and went there, and that's when life changed.
But even before that, we
That's
did back
true.
up just a hair.
Yeah, you're right.
We were discussing just, you know, one-on-one, like, what's next?
What's next for DD's?
What's next
Where
for
we
DD's?
at? You know, because we've been very good at the progression of DD's, the look of DD's, the brand of DD's, to just really, when you see DD's, you don't think of a, you don't think of a quote-unquote pop-up. You know what I'm saying? We take pride in looking professional. We invest back into our company. because our look is everything.
I
You know?
want you to have a full Dee Dee's
Right.
experience.
'Cause people, they know Dee Dee's by our look. They know us by our smell. If we're at a location and they smell us, that's what they know us by. And so we take really good pride into reinvesting. That's why we got the, if we're gonna be a chicken spot, I figure we need to have some boxes.
Chicken boxes, huh?
You know what I'm saying? So, we got the signage on that. We got the beverages with the signage. Everything. Everything but napkins right now.
So we were just talking, and I'm like, okay, so
What's next?
what we gonna do? So we said, well, we're just gonna do the food truck, and we've been really adamant against the food truck.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we need to do something different. It's been 15 years. What does
Right.
15 years
What
look like?
what does 15 years look like for Dee Dee's?
Right. So we said we need to make a decision. We're gonna get a food truck. So Dana started looking into food trucks.
And I actually went and sat down got some consultation,
Right.
and I'm in there like Big Willie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, well, how much it costs? All right, so if I give you $100,000, how much you gonna take off my food truck? I'm
Negotiating.
for the cashier's check. I'm negotiating without no money in my pocket, but I got that gap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really trying to find out where he's at, and he's like, well, if you say yes, you give us a deposit, we can't start on it until December, and it's not going to be ready until April. And I'm like,
They were that busy.
nah, I can't. Man, the producer, well, we can't roll like that. No, so.
And then we had some months back. We went to this one restaurant spot, and they just a little spot, and you walk up to the window.
We went there to do promotions.
Yeah,
Actually.
you order your food, and they got the
With
little
beverages.
kitchen,
Yeah.
and you get your food. And we say
We need something like
we
that.
need just a little
Just-
walk up spot
Right,
like
'cause
that.
prior to, we had a restaurant 10 years ago up in Altadena, because, Dina Love. You know what I'm saying? She don't understand. She don't understand, baby, when people see you and it's like, D! She said, you ain't seen them in 20 years. But the fact that I ain't seen them in 20 years and we acknowledge each other, gotta let you know the love. Dina Love. You heard me? So anyway,
So we were between we need that little spot,
right,
or we're gonna go ahead and get the food truck.
right. And we spoke it into existence.
So this is what the phone call ties into.
Yeah, right, the phone.
So he kept this from me for maybe a couple weeks.
About a couple of weeks, because that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? I got to solidify.
I mean, maybe even longer than that. So he picks me up. This is a couple weeks later. He didn't solidify business.
Well, what happened was I went to the spot to look for some storage space
Right,
around that
right.
area, and I walk in, and I'm looking. I'm like, and I see my guy, and they're Egyptians. Hey Davey, how are you? I'm doing good, man. So he said, go ahead. I'll finish.
He's off on how he.
But that's my guy. I'm trying to
He's
imitate
speaking with love.
a dialect that it ain't. If you read something bad into that, something wrong with you. I'm just talking the way I think, the way I hear it. I'm trying to imitate that.
Okay.
Take it down. Just take it down. Take it down.
So where we going with this? Can
Well-
we move forward?
Yeah, move forward. I was gonna give him the punchline at the beginning, but
He picks me up.
I picked
He
her
goes,
up.
"Come on, we gotta go somewhere." And then he says,
I'm
"I
going-
found some storage." I'm
Found
like,
some
"Oh,
storage.
great!" So he's taking me to the location. He didn't tell a falsehood. He told me the location of where the storage was. I was like, "Oh, cool! They had something for us."
Right.
So we driving up to it, and he backs into the parking spot. And I'm like, okay. And we're just looking at it's a gas station and a restaurant and car wash and all that kind of stuff connected to the gas station.
One problem.
So we're parked there. He backs in, so we're looking toward the
Peripheral.
building. And he says,
in front of you and back of you.
he's like, "You want to get something to eat right there?" I'm like, "I mean, we could try it. Why not?" And he goes, "Okay." And he says, you know what? What? He said,
What'd I say?
he said, that's our restaurant.
I said, that's ours. She said, what? I said, that's our restaurant.
And I didn't smile.
She didn't do nothing. She was
I was
like,
in my head thinking, no.
I said, you just talked about how you had the faith and what was your next move.
I know, but I didn't. I know,
So you
but
don't talk about it if you don't want to be about it. All right? Because the Most High put it right in your face. You heard me?
so that's what happened. He went to look for storage, and then the owner remembers us from almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We used to do a pop-up at that location.
Right.
Okay.
And we promoted that as if, that was our spot. We was there every Friday and every Saturday. And we had people coming, we taking pictures, photo ops, we taking pics, and we still have all those pics. But people were coming as if that was our spot because the thing is that we've been blessed enough to have people want to be a part of what we're doing, but particularly where they can find us at a spot.
Right.
And so that was our Friday and Saturday spot for months.
Yeah.
And it got us acclimated to the area where people were looking for us. So it was like the place to be. And while we were there, I said, hey, you know what, baby? I see that little restaurant right there, that's ours. I said, that's going to be our spot. It needs some upgrades inside. I said, they're going to do all the upgrades and all we're going to have to do is walk up in there. You hear me what I say?
And fast forward almost 3 years,
Hear me
that's what
I
happened.
say, and that's what happened.
And now Dee Dee's Chick and Cat Shack has a
Brick.
and mortar,
And
walk
mortar.
up, take out, just what we asked
Yeah,
for.
that's what we were saying. We need a...
And it's the size of a food truck.
Yeah.
Inside, it's a food truck inside.
You need to get by? Okay.
And you walk up.
All right. To the left, to the left, to the left. And so, so the day that it actually happened was I saw my guy who works there, and he was excited to see me because, I still would get my propane from there every now and then just because I wanted to keep a presence, And so that one day I walked in, I said, I'm looking for some storage area in the area, blah, blah, blah. He says, I'm not going to try to mimic him because I don't want to upset some people. Anyway, he said, hey, David, the restaurant is available. It gave me. The restaurant is available. It'll be available. They're moving.
Some Egyptian person's gonna write a note saying that's not how we sound.
And that's how it sounds to me. I'm not.
Right.
Anyway, so he says, you should take it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm good. I don't know. Let me think about it. So he gets on the phone while I'm talking to him, and he calls the owner.
Don't.
And he says, yo, he says the owner's name, and he said, David said he'll take the restaurant. And that's how it happened. And I'm like...
May laughing because she really haven't heard this story.
And so and he puts him on speaker. He says, hey, I'll call you tomorrow. You call me. I still got your number in my phone, and let's talk the details. And, we talked the details. We, we're looking for a storage, but we got a restaurant. And how we were blessed is we got a storage as well. You know what I'm saying, to house all of our things. And of course, I had to negotiate some things because I'm blessed to negotiate. And so I did pricing of storages of that nature. And storage is, kind of up there, and then you get some storage that's kind of, what you, price-wise, but it's not the square footage you need. So, but we were blessed to be able to get nice size storage.
Right.
And a takeout restaurant.
And we're going to share all this with you.
Yeah.
We're going to start right here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take you to Dee Dee's Chicken Cat Shack.
Brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar.
Yeah. So, that's kind of like where we've been the last 2.5, 3 months, We've been doing our thing. Been doing a lot of Dee Dee's beverage orders, a whole lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got somebody gonna be picking some up real soon.
Yeah. We're gonna be picking some up real soon.
Oh, but you know, May's just here. May, the super producer, is just hearing this part of the story. But we gotta, before we take you to the location, I gotta tell you, we were gonna share the information with May Reese and Felicia before they see it on Facebook. So Felicia couldn't make it, but we met with May and we like, we'll meet you somewhere, you jump in our car and we're gonna go run some errands, get something to
Yeah,
eat.
we had to go to the mall or something.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And, because I had a birthday, I had to make a return. But you guys missed my birthday, but okay, you could cash at me later.
Yeah, it's in the
But,
description.
but we're going somewhere and David tells May, oh, I gotta make a quick stop and get some gas. So, you know, the whole time she's like, later she tells us, I know something was going on because why I had to meet you and get in your car.
Right.
So,
Did y'all get a house?
that's just, you trying to get a new house. So, again, we pull up and David parks and everything.
Get the back end.
And said, May, look at that sign up there, because we had some signage up already. And she goes, oh, D! I knew it was something! That's my impersonation of May. She not gonna write in and be mad.
Right. Because I told her that she was gonna say D. D. That's what she be calling me. D.
I knew it was something!
And so I wanted her to actually in person see the before and after, because you know we take pride in what we do, and you know we went in there. I used to have a cleaning service prior to this life, before I got into the catering and being a restaurateur. So I had a cleaning service, and so I just went in there and you know, did my McClendon's complete cleaning service. I had to put on that hat, and I went in there and got busy. You know, could have hired somebody to do it, but it's that sweat equity. You know what I'm saying? When you get that sweat equity invested in doing what you're doing, then you get a chance to really see the nooks and crannies of what you're involved in and what you may need to repair or have the owner repair. So I went in there and cleaned the hood system, the Ansel system, and cleaned the walls, you know, just did a complete makeover, painted the floor, you know what I'm saying? And it's just how everything came together was just amazing, you know what I'm saying?
We can show them.
Yeah, we're going to show them, but just everything, I'm going to point out some things, and just, it's beautiful when a good plan comes together, especially when it's the Most High's plan for your life.
So we will see you real soon. We're going to see you at the restaurant. The next time you see us, we'll be at DD's Chick and Cat Shack.
I holla.
Like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.